Hello, everyone. This is an update to what I've been posting the last couple of weeks. Oh, by the way, that said August 11th, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. And this has to do with the EMS alert today that me and a number of bloggers were sitting around waiting to see if the world was going to end or if there was going to be some fantastic news update. And of course, none of that happened, as usual. So I have two articles and a commentary based on a number of blogs that I chat with and their take on it. But as I'm getting more savvy finding articles, I'm just going to read this one to you as it is. I do a lot better when I see myself, but I can't see myself and read these articles yet. So this is dated about 10 minutes after the alert went out. And it's at techcrunch.com. If I have time tomorrow, if I wake up tomorrow, I'll post the link to the article. Did you hear it? FEMA just ran its first nationwide test of the U.S. Emergency Alert System since the pandemic, which for those of you that don't know, they ran one in 2019, and it was just a few months before the pandemic. Take that as you will. FEMA, which is called the Federal Emergency Management Agency, tested both the emergency alert, which broadcasts an emergency tone and message on television and radios, and the wireless emergency alerts, a newer system that sends emergency notifications to smartphones. And I guess I didn't get one because I didn't have the TV on, I didn't have the radio on, and I don't have the smartphone up and running yet. This was the second nationwide test after its debut in 2018, which I read an article that they actually had one in 2019, so that would be the third. But anyway, the test began around 1:20 p.m. Central. If you opted into the test, you likely got a message on your phone that this is a test. And here's a commentary. Most everybody I blog with said it was a backdoor government trying to get into our phone, which I guess kind of it is. But from what I noticed, there's a large number of people that don't trust the government anymore. And as I told a friend of mine, it's like the ego has a left wing and a right wing, but it doesn't have a head and it doesn't have a tail. And if you'll notice about birds, the right wing and the left wing come together in a body. Take that as you will. It is improved, the smartphone version. And as I ask questions, so many people turn their phone off, put it in a Faraday cage, put it in the microwave. But those few of us that were brave enough to keep our laptops on and our old cell phones on, I didn't get any alert. I'm in Missouri. I got one comment. They're in Missouri and they got a notice. It goes in depth about FEMA wrote out presidential alerts, which I think that's what most everybody thought is there going to be a presidential announcement today of some dire, sad warning that, and this is all over the United States, if not all over the world, that due to something, which now they were talking about the Delta virus and a new one called Epsilon virus, and they have Lambda, which all you got to do is learn the Greek alphabet, which I had to do in my previous life in college. Oh, and then of course everybody was worried about the U.S. and North Korea at all-time highs, but that's just because U.S. and South Korea are doing their annual war games. And Taiwan said possibly they're going to start doing live fire drills, which live fire is in live rounds, is in real blood. I don't know. So that's enough of that article. I didn't have any problems, but last year researchers found dozens of internet-connected special servers interrupted the broadcast to relay an emergency alert, which opened the door for hackers to get in. Just saying, that's what this article said. Hackers could have got in if you didn't have your stuff in a tin can, a microwave, or a Faraday cage. All right, let's go on to Stars and Stripes, because I think this is somewhat tied in. I think August 2nd, and this is from Stripes.com. Navy and Marine exercise to span 17 time zones on a scale not, oh, they got this wrong. Oh, on a scale last seen during the Cold War. I would have worded that differently. On a scale not seen since the last time, but that's just me. And it talks about when it starts, which was August 2nd, I believe. I'm running through this one kind of fast. Oh, it runs through August 16th to guess when? Oh, it's August 2nd. It ends on August 16th, which is Saturday. August 15th is the 50-year anniversary of Nixon temporarily taking the paper dollar off the gold standard. And that's the same year that Omega Man with Charlton Heston came out. Had to do about a virus, mandatory vaccines, and well, anyway, let's see. It says this drill called the LSE, Large Scale Exercise, 17 different time zones, largest in global history. It was supposedly put everybody all over the world on alert that we can address challenges. Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, South China Sea, East Sea, maybe DC. I don't know, maybe the Great Lakes, who knows. And it also demonstrates no matter what, the USA rocks. So, in a way, we're reverting to a World War II approach. Trust me, folks, that war was 80 years ago. That's kind of like technology from the Civil War going to World War I. I think what they do is they use up all the old stuff from the last war, the first year or two. All right, let's see. That's the end of that story. How about I go one more place? And it says, oh, I don't want to cover that article. You all have your opinion on the COVID. Don't want to do that article. Don't want to do that article. I can do the article that the world's on fire and it's hot here. Oh, here's an article. It's a tweet. The Pope gets a phone call during the audience. Haven't seen this before. Then he quickly leaves and says, "I'll be back." I think I saw that movie too. Oh, well, that's a tweeter from the Catholic Traveler. All right, folks. That's my update on today's Nothing Burger. Or we lose again. Stopped the world and left me off. Or the world stopped and left me off, sorry. I think that was wasn't Tweeter Davis, was it? Twitter Davis? What a great Twitter name. All right. By the way, next date, according to the FEMA website, is if we weren't successful today, we will try again on August 15th, 2021. Maybe I'll have my new phone hooked up. Or not. I have till January 1st, 2022.